Hey everybody, tonight we are going to be feeding my Discus a brand new food. I just got it in the mail today. If you are a regular viewer, you will know I've been talking about various food sources that are high in protein and some that are not so high in protein, like the bloodworms and the beef heart. Beef heart is somewhere in the middle of the road. The bloodworms are very, very low in protein apparently, only 6% protein. But I came across blackworms, and blackworms apparently are very high in protein, and they will also live in your aquarium. If you culture live blackworms and throw them in your tank, as long as you have decently oxygenated water, well-maintained fish tank, the blackworms will stay alive and be a living food source in your tank. The only other way I was able to find them was freeze-dried, and I didn't really want either one of those options. And so I was able to find these blackworm pellets with color enhancers. And so this is just a prepared fish food. It starts out with fish meal, and then California blackworms is the second ingredient. So fish meal and then California blackworms are the first two ingredients. That's pretty good. And it also puts the protein content at 55%. So that is much higher than the 45% that the Tetra Pro flakes that I normally feed are. They're very, very tiny little pellets, 1 millimeter size pellets, and so the fish are going to get some of these. A lot of them are going to go down to the bottom, and everybody down there. Oh, you can see all three of my chocolate zebra plecos in the tank. All of them are down there at the moment. You have one hiding sort of in the rocks right here. You have the other one right here, and then you have the other ones right over there. So there's all three of my chocolate zebra plecos out at the moment. Now, I know these are sinking pellets, but I was hoping they would sink a little more slowly than they are. And they would swirl around the tank a little bit, the same way the granules do, the Tetra granules. So we will be talking more about these blackworms and their nutritional value. I'm going to talk more about the beef heart and its nutritional value in an upcoming video. I know we talked a lot about it in a live stream the other day, but I want to talk about it in a standalone video because I found out to my surprise that beef heart is not very protein rich. And even more to my surprise, as I've already mentioned, the bloodworms, which I thought were a protein boost to my fish on days where I was feeding them the bloodworms, I thought that was the day they were getting the high protein versus the regular fish food that they would normally get, and it is quite the contrary. The bloodworms might be a nice treat, they might enjoy eating them, but they are only 6% protein content, whereas the Tetra Pro flake food that I feed the fish on a regular basis is 45% protein content. So much, much higher protein in the prepared food. And again, for my Discus, I want to give them plenty of protein as they're young. I want them to grow up nice and big. These California blackworm pellets are 55% protein. So these are now going to be my nice little high protein treat from time to time. And I'm going to stick with my standard fish foods, which are the Tetra Pro, just regular old Tetra Pro color enhancing crisps. Very, very good food. I highly recommend it. Not sponsored, no promotional consideration or anything. I use this food myself, and you can see the quality of my Discus. They're absolutely gorgeous. And the other thing I like to use is these sinking granules. Again, it's the Tetra Color sinking granules, and they sort of swirl around. I'll show you. I'll give you a little demonstration. We'll put a little more food in there tonight. But the sinking granules tend to sort of swirl around in the water column a little more, and they tend to give the fish a little more time to get the food out of the water column rather than have it go straight to the bottom where they have to start picking it out from between the bits of gravel and sand. So you can see the Tetra Pro Flake Food is doing a fine job with these discus. These discus have never once ever seen beef heart in their life unless they got it while they were being grown out at the breeder. Once I've got them, they've certainly never seen any beef heart. I just don't see any point in feeding it to them. I don't think the beef heart is necessarily toxic or it's going to poison them or anything, but it's got saturated fat in it that's not good for them, and it's just not really that high in protein, as I keep saying. And so I just don't see any point in getting special meat that I gotta cut up, and you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I would rather just feed them fish food, and you can see the results that I'm getting speak for themselves. So alright everybody, there you go. That is today's video. I've got to get ready for my members only live stream tonight. It is Wednesday night, and I do a live stream for my members only. If that's something you're interested in, sign up for basic membership and you'll get access to that. Otherwise, I do a public live stream every Friday night and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you have any questions or you have any problems, you want to help me troubleshoot or whatever, then that's your time to do so. So check me out on Friday night or Sunday night at 8 p.m. Make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell, all that good stuff, and you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. So thanks for watching this one, and I will see you real soon in the next one.